What? The South African Internal Revenue Agency is fighting Mirror Trading International liquidators. Okay. Anyways, what the heck is going on here in South Africa? They got a whole bunch of victims that lost a ton of money in Bitcoin. Then you have a liquidation entity trying to, liquidify whatever they can to maybe scrape up something to pay the victims. And then another section of the government comes in and says, hey, we got dibs first. Anyways, all of that coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome to the channel. Find that big red button, subscribe, and also click on the bell notification icon. That way you won't miss out on any important information on this channel. What I do most of the time, as per request by my viewers, is to review stuff. Sometimes I find some good income opportunities, but more often than not, what I find or usually uncover are brutal, nasty scams, some of which have stolen billions of dollars worth of crypto from unsuspecting victims. You want to make sure that unsuspecting victim isn't you. Subscribe and also click on the bell notification icon. That way you won't miss out on any important information. Before I got into this industry, I used to be a burnt out trucker. Plugged into a platform and system that taught me step by step how to create it was a simple plan, right? I just had to become consistent with it. But anyways, taught me how to create a full-time income online, how to make money online. And eventually I broke free and don't have to, drive a truck for 70 or 80 hours per week. And I only work a few hours per day from home. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, be sure to check out my #1 way to earn an income full-time online underneath this video. First link in the description box below. Under the video, just click the more button. Okay. Mirror Trading International. Okay. This was the fellow who was pretending. Johann Steinberg. Everyone was wondering where the heck this guy was. He was pretending to be the CEO or the acting CEO, and everyone wanted to get their claws and, string Johann Steinberg maybe on a tree, right? Turns out that he was, I believe it was Brazil. I can't remember exactly. I think they found him hiding out in Brazil, and he was shacked up, left his wife, and had a sugar mama. Okay. Eventually, the authorities got their hands on him, and police have him. Okay, based on my understanding. I don't know if they still have him, but they did get their hands on him. Now, Mirror Trading International was run by this network marketing power couple, Clinton and his wife, lovely wife. This is, forgot her name. Sherry Clinton and his lovely wife, Sherry, were the owners of Mirror Trading International. Let me just take a sip of my water. This Mirror Trading International story is making me really thirsty. Much better now. Much better now. Anyways, there is a problem now. There are liquidators in South Africa. And there's a big fight going on, and this section of the government called SARS, SARS.gov.za, that's basically like the IRS for South Africa. In Canada, you would call this Revenue Canada. Okay, so it's the tax section, the tax man for South Africa. So they got a fight going on. You have liquidators trying to, create cash flow, right? I don't know if they're trying to create cash flow to pay the victims who lost a ton of money with this Bitcoin scam called Mirror Trading International, or if they're just trying to make money for themselves. Okay, now there is an article, and then you have South African Revenue Service saying, oh, we got dibs on anything that you guys come up with in terms of cash flow. That means they're selling off physical assets and converting that into cash money, okay, or money in the bank. And Revenue Service for South Africa says, no, we got dibs, baby. We got dibs because Mirror Trading International owes us taxes. Okay, so big fight going on here. MTI liquidators. This is an article I found on news24.com. Liquidators object to, I'll include this link underneath this video in the description box below. Liquidators object to nearly R1 BN tax bill. Say they owe SARS nothing. Okay, so the liquidator says we don't know the government revenue. We don't owe them jack squat, is what they're saying. Okay, and they're all fighting basically. Big long story. Yakety yak yak yak. But in a nutshell, for those of you who want, to read all these words, I'll include this article underneath this video in the description box below. There's another article here, moneyweb.co.za, SARS, same thing, we owe you nothing, okay? And this was the other article, CFTC. So if any company, this is actually interesting, I'll close off with this here. It doesn't matter if your company's in South Africa or it's in the Caribbean somewhere, right? If you are pretending that you have trading happening in the US, then you must register as well, not just with the SEC, a securities regulator, but you also must register with the CFTC, Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Okay, that's very important, because if you don't, you can get sued, right? Apparently, they're going to get their claws on whoever that they can. They probably can't go into South Africa, right, and get the Clinton and Sherry, right, the owners of MTI, but they'll probably go down the chain and see who was maybe one of the MLM leaders heavily promoting Mirror Trading International in the US, okay? And if that's the case, if they can build a case, they'll get the police to pick you up, right? I'm not saying you personally who's watching this video. I'm just saying some leaders do watch my videos, some big leaders, and they would pick you up and investigate you, and if they have enough evidence against you, then they will charge you, and then you have to go to court, and then you'll have to deal with the authorities there as to whether you're going to be convicted or not. So network marketing at the end of the day, but before it is, big trouble in Little China. Big trouble in Little China. Okay. Some people are wondering, maybe overseas, wondering why the heck I'm talking about China. There's a movie called Big Trouble in Little China. I say that sometimes. Big trouble in wherever the heck you are, but big trouble in the US especially, or in Canada that would happen, or in the UK. Okay. Lastly, this is crazy. These guys weren't arrested, right? This guy got arrested, but I don't know what he's going to get, a slap on the wrist, or maybe he'll enjoy it. Maybe he'll go to prison. I don't know. Spend some time in there. Maybe he'll enjoy it. I don't know. I really don't know. But the couple here, these two haven't been arrested, right? Or other bigwigs for Mirror Trading International. What kind of authorities do they have over in South Africa? I seen a movie with, Lethal Weapon, right? Lethal Weapon and Danny Glover. Do you guys know who that is? Danny Glover. Hey, we'll have a little joke here, okay? Whoever stuck around. Most people, I don't know, drop off these videos after the third. This guy here, look. The heck with those guys who are looking for, cartoons and such. Look, images. Danny Glover and what is the name? Lethal Weapon, right? And then South Africa, right? In the scene, this scene, I think it was, right? Over here. Anyway, he's a black man, right? Black man, American, big, handsome fellow. He's actually a detective, but he was pretending that he wanted to go to South Africa on vacation. And for some reason, he had to go to the embassy in the U.S. This is a movie, guys, right? And I'm just remembering a Lethal Weapon. Some of you guys might be fans of the Lethal Weapon. And he's standing in front of this guy here, and sitting in front of the chair at the embassy. And then there's a white fellow, right? He's white, black man, white man, and he's like, here he is over here again. He's like, but seriously, sir, why do you want to come to South Africa? And he's like, well, I want to go on vacation. They got beaches and stuff. But then he asked him again. He's like, serious, sir, why do you want to come to South Africa? And then he's like, well, I just want to go for a nice vacation. And then the man, right, this man here at the embassy, he's like, but you're a black man, right? And this other fellow here, Joe Pesci, almost fell out of the chair laughing. It was hilarious. I always remember that scene whenever I think of South Africa for some reason. Okay, hilarious. Good movie. You guys didn't see any of these Lethal Weapon? It's more entertaining than Mirror Trading International. Okay. But anyways, you know what I'm thinking? Why the heck? Government in South Africa doesn't seem to care about their people. Right? And, well, I don't know, maybe what government does care about their people, right? But in South Africa, they're not fighting about, hey, let's get our victims their money back that they lost. They're fighting about, like, hey, who's got dibs, right, on the money from the liquidation event. You're not even thinking about, hey, we've got criminals running companies. You don't seem to be concerned about that, guys. You do not seem to be concerned about that. And a lot of people who are investing into Ponzi schemes. There was another one, Novatech. And I heard a guy came to my channel. I did a review on Novatech. That would be the Mirror Trading International for today. That's being run out of the U.S. Okay. And a guy comes to my channel and he said, hey, Rory, I got some coworkers who are investing, and it's just like Mirror Trading International. They're pretending that they have trading, and their trading proof is a recorded video that's on YouTube. When you go to it, the comments are disabled. But the guy's like, hey, Rory, I know Novatech's a scam, just like Mirror Trading International was. And I've got some coworkers, and these guys think that they're going to retire soon, financially free, with the Ponzi scheme called Novatech. And he said they think on the back end that if Novatech exit scams for any reason, like Mirror Trading International did, that they can go to the government authorities to help them. He's like, they think the government's evil. And the banks are evil. The government is evil, guys, and the banks are evil. But you can't give your money to scammers overseas is what I'm thinking. That's my 2 cents. And if you guys are thinking like the government's evil and we hate the government, but we'll try and use them to help us get our money back, they're not going to help you guys. As is what is happening here today with South Africa. This is just an example. If they can get money back from a Ponzi scheme, they're going to want to get rich quick themselves with it. Get rich quick themselves with it. That's what the government of South Africa and the other governments, maybe in the US and Canada and the UK and Australia, really want, guys. They want your money. Anyways, do yourself a favor. Don't invest into Ponzi schemes. Hopefully you enjoyed this content today. If you are looking for a way out of your situation, your potential of earning comes down to income producing activities. That means there is a way to make money online if you are not familiar and you need a system to teach you as well as give you an income vehicle. Powerful system underneath this video, my #1 recommended way to earn a full-time income online, and it works because I've done it, and I don't have a job anymore, and I work from home, and it's nice, and I only have to work a few hours per day instead of 70 or 80 hours per week. So the system definitely does work. Very lucrative, very legitimate. Underneath this video, just go click the more button and the first link, just click on that to get access, to take action there. Anyways, guys, I will see you on the next one. Take care.